West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to today's play-by-play broadcast. Littlefield Wildcats baseball is brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, Fibermax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet, GMC. We will go live and direct to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action, right after a word from our sponsors. Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball action here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're broadcasting live today from Wildcats Field in a game that was scheduled to be played on Saturday here at home versus the Idalou Wildcats. This game was postponed, obviously, due to the weather. It was cold and raining and snowing, and the Littlefield Wildcats moved the game to tonight. So we'll be playing tonight in this makeup game, and then tomorrow night with our regular scheduled game on the road in Muleshoe. So it'll be back-to-back games here for the Littlefield Wildcats on a Monday and a Tuesday night. It is a beautiful day for baseball here at Wildcats Ballpark. 68 degrees outside under a fair sky. It's mostly sunny, with winds out of the north at 13, gusting to 23 miles per hour. Humidity is at 28%, and that's rather 20% humidity. That's a little bit higher than it has been, and it's still not high, but it's higher than it has been recently here due to the moisture we received over the weekend. We are expecting a clear sky for the rest of the night. We'll see temperatures begin to drop after the sun goes down, but I believe this game will be in before the sun goes down here tonight. This is a 4:30 start for the Wildcats. No JV game today. Usually JV plays at 4:30 and then varsity plays at 7. So because there's no JV game today, they decided to just play the game at 4:30 here today at home. So a lot of you may still be at work. If you're not and you're out and about in the Littlefield area, come on out, enjoy the weather, cheer on the Wildcats, because this should be a good game. These two teams in district play have played once, and that was the district opener when Littlefield fell to Idalou by a score of 8-7. Littlefield led the game by a score of 7-2. Or rather 6-2 going into the sixth inning, then scored one run in the top of the sixth to make it 7-2 before Idalou scored 2 runs in the bottom of the sixth and 4 runs in the bottom of the seventh to walk it off and beat Littlefield 8-7 in the district opener. And the Littlefield Wildcats really felt like that one slipped through their fingers. and hopefully we'll get some revenge here today against the Idalou Wildcats to start the second half of district play. 14 total district games. We've already played 7, and we've got 7 to go. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to look at the lineups for both teams coming up right after this. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Ballpark, where the players are being introduced on the field. The Idalou Wildcats are lined up along the third base line as they've been introduced, and the Littlefield Wildcats now will be coming out onto the field. Let's take a look at the lineup for Littlefield first. Starting in the field for Littlefield on the mound today is number 12, Ian Mendez. Behind the plate, number 8, Jaden Kirkland. The first baseman today will be number 30, Adam McDonald. The second baseman, number 22, back from injury, is Dawson Adkins at second base. Number 28, Chip Green, is at shortstop, and number 26, Gabriel Mata, is at third base. Out in the outfield, we have number 6, Gabe Villanueva in left, number 2, Major McNeese in center, and number 18, Braden Redmond out in right field. Jacob Kirkland will be the designated hitter today. Kirkland batting for Gabriel Mata in the 7 spot. Also on the roster, number 32, C.J. Weaver, number 20, Anastasio Ayala, and number 16, Blayton Solis. And those are the fielding positions and the complete roster for Littlefield. And I'll give you the batting order for the Wildcats at the end of the top of the first inning of play. Between the top and bottom of the first inning, we'll be right back.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of Fibermax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Idalou Wildcats today. Batting first and playing shortstop is number 2, Cooper Wilson. Batting second and playing catcher is number 0, Gentry Pounds. Batting third and playing third base is number 20, Kai Gauger. Batting fourth for Idalou is a right fielder wearing number 11, Jake Caffey. Batting fifth is the designated hitter who wears number 7, Thomas Pirtle. He's batting for the first baseman, number 23, J.T. Phillips. Batting sixth is the center fielder wearing number 5, Cash Kuntz. Batting seventh is the left fielder wearing number 4, Bryson Estes. Batting eighth for Idalou is the pitcher wearing number 3, Colt Gandy. And rounding out the batting order is the second baseman wearing number 6, Noah. Number 15, A.J. Huddleston. And number 21, Brennan Harmon rounds out the complete roster for Idalou. Anytime Littlefield and Idalou play, and it's a lot, I always have to give the disclaimer that if you hear me say Wildcats, I'm talking about Littlefield. Littlefield dressed in their home white jerseys with white pants, maroon trim and numbers with maroon pinstripes, Littlefield across the chest. Idalou dressed in their visiting grays, gray jersey, gray pants, green and yellow trim and numbers with Idalou across the chest. So here's Ian Mendez on the mound for Littlefield to face Cooper Wilson to start things off, and we are underway. The first pitch comes right down the middle for a called strike one. 0-1 to the batter, Cooper Wilson, 0-0 here in the top of the first inning. Mendez, pitch, swing, and a ground ball out to shortstop. Green fields it, throws to first, and it's in time, and that will be out number 1. Adam McDonald with his heel on the bag, and that's one away with nobody on for Idalou. So here comes Gentry Pounds to the plate. Gentry Pounds, the number 2 batter in the order for Idalou. All artificial playing surface here in Littlefield. It's the only artificial surface in the district. We have 370 feet to dead center field, 310 feet down each baseline. Here's a curveball that misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Wind up the 0-1 pitch. That's low and in the dirt, ball 2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to the batter, Gentry Pounds. Kai Gauger is in the on-deck circle. Wind up in the 2-0 delivery. Fouled off on the grounder down the third baseline. The foul ball, that'll be strike 1. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Here's Ian with the 2-1 delivery. Low, ball 3 rather. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to the batter, Gentry Pounds. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the first inning, 0-0. 3-1 pitch to Pounds. He's going to jam him up inside, and Pounds will foul it off the inside of the bat for a strike 2. So now the count goes full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2. Beautiful day for baseball here in Littlefield. Mendez gets the call. Here's the payoff pitch. Just misses outside for ball 4, and it'll be a 1-out walk. And Gentry Pounds will go to first base with a base on balls, and they will send in a courtesy runner for Pounds. So the courtesy runner at first base for Idalou. I'll give you that kid's name as soon as I see his number. It looks like number 8, Nick Estrada. So Estrada running at first. Back of the plate, here's the pitch, grounder to third. Oh, the Wildcats had a chance to turn 2, and it's going to be an error. So here's what happened. Kai Gauger grounds one to third base, and Gabe Mata over there at third base scoops it up, fields it on the hop, and then fires it to the second baseman, but it goes over the head of Dawson Atkins out into right field. And that will be an E5, an error on the third baseman, and that puts runners at first and third, and here comes Jake Caffey. One away, runners on the corners for Idalou. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Runners at first and third with one away. 0-0, Jake Caffey, the cleanup hitter at the plate for Idalou. Here's the pitch. To Caffey, misses low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Caffey wears number 11. Right-handed batter at the plate. Mendez gets the call. Here's the 1-0. That one misses low for ball 2 now. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. High and inside. Ball 3 now. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. So it's 3 balls, no strikes with runners on the corners. 1 out for Idalou here. Top of inning number 1. Wildcats of Littlefield have already committed 1 error here in the first inning. Hopefully the last. .30 pitch, low and away, ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk to Jake Caffey, and that will load the bases for Idalou. Caffey at first, Kai Gauger's courtesy runner. Oh, no. Kai Gauger is at second. Nick Estrada, who is a courtesy runner, goes to third. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Idalou, and here comes Thomas Pirtle. Thomas Pirtle, the right-handed batter, steps into the box. First pitch to Pirtle. It's a curveball that comes in for a called strike 1. Good-looking pitch there for Mendez. Starts off the at-bat with the breaking pitch. It's going to be 0-1. Goes right back to it. Low and away, ball 1. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to the batter. 0-0 our score, but Idalou has the bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the first. 1-1 pitch. Comes in and hits him. And Idalou will take the lead 1-0 as Thomas Pirtle gets hit by a pitch. 1-0 Idalou. Pirtle now is on first, Jake Caffey at second, and Kai Gauger at third base. 1-0 Idalou on top. That'll bring the number 6 batter in the order up for Idalou. This is Cash Kuntz. Cash Kuntz steps into the box. Wind up, first pitch to Kuntz. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Mendez out of the windup, delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one's low and away, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Right now, Mendez struggling to throw strikes. The windup, 2-0 delivery. That one's low for ball 3. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Ian Mendez has thrown 19 pitches so far. 13 have been for ball. 13 of his 19 pitches. Here's the 3-0. That one comes in for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. 31 count to Cash Kuntz with 1 out and the bases loaded for Idalou. Mendez, a 3-1 delivery. And that'll be a fly ball hit out into the gap in right center field. It gets down. 1 run will come in as Braden Redmond makes the throw in. Another run comes across. And 2 runs score. It's a 2 RBI single to right field for Cash Kuntz.
Left fielder, number 4, Bryson Estes.
That'll make the score 3-0 Idalou. 3-0 Idalou with runners on the corners, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Coach Manasco will come out to the mound. And I believe, I haven't seen Coach Hartley yet. Coach Blake Green did the plate meeting with the umpires, and now Manasco is out on the pitcher's mound with his infield. And that probably means what I think it means for Coach Hartley. It'd be good if somebody would text me and let me know here if Coach Hartley's going to be a daddy today. 3-0 our score, Idalou, top of the first inning. That brings Bryson Estes to the plate. Bryson Estes, the number 7 batter in the order for Idalou. First pitch to Estes. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Mendez, the right-handed senior, delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2 now. 2 balls and no strikes. Runners on first and third with 1 out. 3-0 our score. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Coach Hartley texts and says he will be a daddy today. So congratulations to Coach Hartley and his wife and their family. That pitch is low. I'll try to do the game justice, Coach. Cash Kuntz goes to second base on a stolen base. That puts runners at second and third now. 2 runners in scoring position. Back of the plate, 3-0. That one comes in for a strike. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to Bryson Estes. Left-handed batter at the plate. 3-1 pitch. Curveball. Nice looking pitch there is in for a strike, and it's now 3-2. Full count. Mendez with a payoff pitch. It's going to be a fly ball up the middle. Gets down for a base hit. Pirtle will score. Cash Kuntz will come in and score, and it's a 2 RBI single for Bryson Estes on a fly ball to center field. And that will make the score 5-0 Idalou here in the top of the first. Number 8 batter in the order comes to the plate, Colt Gandy. Gandy steps into the box. Another lefty for Idalou. First pitch here to Gandy. Comes in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to the batter, Gandy. 0-1 pitch. Low. Ball 1. Ian has put a lot of them in the dirt so far here in the first inning of play. This will be his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Wildcats have put themselves in a hole here in the top of the first. It's 5-0 Idalou. Here's a grounder out to second. Adkins hits it in his glove, picks it up. Throw is in time. A heck of a play there. Close play, and now the umpire immediately will get an earful from the Idalou coach. Dawson Adkins had it in his glove, drops it, picks it up as it bounces off the turf, and then gets it to McDonald as quick as he can for the out. Idalou coach asking for some help from the home plate umpire. So now the 2 umpires are discussing the call here. Should be out number 2 if the play stands. It was close, too close for me to tell. They will say he is out. So Colt Gandy grounds out to second base. Great effort there by Dawson Adkins. It did advance the runner, Estes over to second base. So now there's 2 outs with a runner on second, and here's Noah Vasquez. First pitch to Vasquez in there for a called strike 1. Vasquez, the number 9 batter in the order for Idalou. They've batted all the way through the order here in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Idalou on top 5-0 here in the top of the first. 1-1 pitch. It's going to come in and hit him. Looked like to me it may have hit the bat, but he will be hit by a pitch, and that'll be the second batter of the game here in the first inning that's hit by a pitch from Ian Mendez. So we go back to the top of the order now for Idalou. They've batted all the way around, and Cooper Wilson comes up for the second time here in this inning. Idalou has runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Cooper Wilson will foul one off over the backstop and out of play. That's strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out in his first at-bat, grounded out to the shortstop. 0-1 pitch outside. Both runners are going to go. The throw down to third, not in time on the double steal. Estes will steal third base, and Vasquez will steal second. It was a good throw from Kirkland behind the plate to Gabe Mata there at third base, but just not in time. Back of the plate, 1-1. Next pitch is a grounder to third base. Mata fields it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3. That throw was way high for Adam McDonald. He's able to jump up, comes down, not on the bag, but next to it, and is able to step on it before the runner gets there, and that will be out number 3. But Idalou jumps out to a big lead early. They lead at 5-0 headed into the bottom of the first. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at the Wildcats ballpark, where Littlefield trails this game by a score of 5-0 headed into the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Wildcats. Batting first is the center fielder wearing number 2, Major McNeese. Batting second is the first baseman who wears number 30, Adam McDonald. Batting third is the right fielder wearing number 18, Braden Redmond. The cleanup hitter is the shortstop wearing number 28, Chip Green. Batting fifth in the order is the pitcher wearing number 12, Ian Mendez. Batting sixth for the Wildcats is the second baseman wearing number 22, Dawson Adkins. Batting seventh is the designated hitter wearing number 10, Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland batting in the order for the third baseman, number 26, Gabe Mata. Batting eighth in the order is the catcher, who wears number 8, Jaden Kirkland. And rounding out the batting order for the Wildcats is the left fielder, who wears number 6, Gabe Villanueva. These Wildcats will face Colt Gandy. Gandy gets the start on the mound for Idalou. So it will be McNeese, McDonald, and a Redmond up in the order for the Wildcats. Again, it's a beautiful day for baseball here in Littlefield. If you're just getting off work or about to, you're out and about town, come on out to the ballpark and cheer on the Wildcats. Beautiful weather, free admission, concession stand is open. There's no reason not to come out and cheer on the maroon and white today. Here comes Major McNeese. Major steps into the box, trying to start things off for Littlefield, down 5-0. Idalou leads 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Major, grounded foul down the first baseline. Strike one on the foul ball. McNeese steps back into the batter's box here. 0-1. Next pitch. That'll be low and away. Ball one. Count evens at 1-1. Gandy is a left-hander, tall, skinny left-hander for Idalou. Wind up in the 1-1 delivery. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. Gandy gets the call from his catcher, delivers the 2-1 pitch to McNeese, and that's low for ball 3. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Major McNeese with a hitter's count. No outs to the leadoff batter. Here's the pitch. That one's off speed, comes in for a strike. A little change up there. Full count now, 3-2. Gandy with the payoff pitch. Comes inside and hits him. Major McNeese says a ball would have been fine, but it hits him on the number 2 right between his shoulder blades.
Number 30, Adam McDonald.
And Major will go to first base, and Littlefield gets the leadoff runner on. Major McNeese at first and Adam McDonald coming to the plate. 5-0 our score. 5-zip Idalou. So Adam, the Wildcats' first baseman, steps into the box. First pitch to McDonald. It's going to be a grounder past the third baseman out into left field. It gets through for a base hit. And that'll be a single for Adam McDonald to move Major McNeese over to second base. So Littlefield now has runners at first and second base with no outs. And Braden Redmond comes to the plate. Redmond, a utility player for Littlefield, plays a little second base, has been playing center field, but today, for the first time in district play, he's starting over in right field. First pitch to Redmond, swing and a miss at strike one. 0-1 to Redmond. McDonald on first, McNeese at second base. Redmond at the plate, Chip Green is on deck. Here's the 0-1 delivery, low and outside. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braden Redmond, senior. Here's Gandy. The 1-1, McNeese is going to go, throw to third, not in time. And Major McNeese successfully steals third base. That was a strike, so back at the plate, it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. To Braden Redmond. Runners on the corners with no outs. Timeout called by the Idalou catcher, Gentry Pounds. He'll give his call to the infield with runners on the corners. McDonald with a healthy lead off the bag there at first. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and Redmond goes down swinging for out number 1.
Shortstop, number 28, Chip Green.
1 away with runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Idalou on top, 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Chip Green comes to the plate now for Littlefield, the cleanup hitter. Again, McDonald with pretty big lead over there. You've got a lefty on the mound. You better be careful there on first base. Pickoff throw. McDonald dives in under the tag. Yeah, that would make me a little bit nervous with Gandy over there, a left-hander on the mound for Idalou. Chip Green awaits the pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter, Green. Ian Mendez in the on-deck circle. Another pickoff throw. Even though he's a lefty, he's not very smooth with a pickoff to first base. I think after seeing 2 of them now, McDonald knows what he's doing out there. 1-0. Pitch, way outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0 to the batter, Green. Idalou scored 5 runs in the top of the first inning, and they lead the game 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 pitch to Chip. And he'll ground this one out to the second baseman. He fields it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 2, but it will score Major McNeese from third base, and the Wildcats of Littlefield get that goose egg off the board. It's now 5-1 on the Chip Green ground out. So with 2 away, McDonald now at second base, and here comes Ian Mendez. Mendez comes up with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Wildcats of Littlefield down 5-0. Correction, 5-1. 5-1. First pitch to Mendez. Comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1. Should Mendez get on with 2 outs, Dawson Adkins would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. The 0-1 delivery to Mendez. Misses low and inside, ball 1. Count will even at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. Gandy gets the call from his catcher, Pounds. 1-1 pitch. Just outside for ball 2 now, 2-1. Mendez at the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike. Gandy out of the stretch, delivers a pitch. That'll be a little bloop shot to the shortstop that's caught. Cooper Wilson makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But Littlefield gets one across in the first inning. We played 1 complete, and your score, Littlefield 1, Idalou 5. We'll be back right after this.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top half of inning number 2. Ian Mendez remains on the mound for the Wildcats. And he will face the 2, 3, and 4 batters for Idalou. Gentry Pounds, Kai Gauger, and Jake Caffey. Ian Mendez on the mound. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate for the Wildcats. Adam McDonald at first. Dawson Adkins still at second. Chip Green at shortstop, and Gabe Mata at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left. Major McNeese in center. Braden Redmond out in right. First pitch, here's a slow rolling grounder to third. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Gabe Mata to Adam McDonald on the ground out. 1 pitch, 1 out. 5-1 is our score here. Idalou on top. Top of the second inning. Kai Gauger comes to the plate now for Idalou. Gauger reached on an error his last time up. First pitch here is a curveball, high hanging curve that drops in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Kai Gauger. Mendez. The 0-1 delivery comes back with another curve, and this time it's fouled back to the backstop. And that was Ian's 40th pitch. 40 pitches so far in the game for Ian Mendez, and we're in the top of the second. Here's the windup of the 0-2. Misses inside for ball 1. Gauger, a little over dramatic there at the plate. It wasn't that close. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 here. Next pitch, a foul ball over the first base home dugout. Count remains 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away with nobody on for Idalou here in the top of the second. 1-2 delivery. Just misses low for ball 2, and now the count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gauger is the number 3 batter in the order for Idalou. Here's a pitch, and that'll be a fly ball hit out into left field, and it is caught by Gabe Villanueva. A short fly ball, Villanueva gets up under it quickly, and that will be 2 away. So 2 outs with nobody on for Idalou, and here comes Jake Caffey, the number 4 batter in the order. He walked his last time up. Steps to the plate for the second time today. First pitch here. It's going to be a grounder up the middle, fielded by Green. The shortstop gets it to first in time, and that will be out number 3. And the Littlefield Wildcats send Idalou down in order in the top of the second. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score, Littlefield 1, Idalou 5. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West. In the friendly confines of Wildcats Field, Wildcats trail this game 5-1 to Idalou as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. It will be the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up in the order for Littlefield. It'll be Dawson Adkins, followed by Jacob Kirkland. Nope, not Jacob. Yeah, Jacob is the DH, and then Jaden Kirkland. So Adkins and then a couple of Kirklands up in the order for Littlefield. Colt Gandy remains on the mound for Idalou. Gandy on the mound, pounds behind the plate. Dawson Adkins, who's back from injury, has missed quite a few games, back in the starting lineup today. So Adkins steps into the box. First pitch here in the bottom of the second. Low, ball 1. Colt Gandy has thrown 19 pitches so far in the game. 10 have been for balls, so over half of his pitches have been outside the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Down the middle, gets Dawson a swing there. It's going to be 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adkins, the Wildcats' second baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, good eye there from Dawson, and now it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 pitch. That'll be a grounder out to the shortstop, fielded. Wilson throws to first, and it's in time, and that's out number 1. So Dawson Adkins grounds out to the shortstop. It's 1 away, nobody on. So here comes the DH, Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland batting in the order for the third baseman, Gabe Mata, today. And prior to the Shallowater game, Kirkland was on a heck of a hitting streak for the Wildcats. First pitch here, Holds up on one outside, and that will be ball one. I say did not come around. It'll be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter, Kirkland. Number 7 batter in the order. Wind up in the pitch. Swings at one outside for strike one. The count evens at 1-1. Gandy's a tall left-hander, and he's got a high leg kick on the windup. Kind of an old-school windup there. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one comes in for a called strike 2, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Jacob Kirkland. And he'll hit this one, a grounder to third, fielded. The throw to first is in time. And that is out number 2 as Jacob Kirkland grounds out to the third baseman. So 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield here, and Jaden Kirkland comes to the plate now. Jaden is the catcher, batting 8th in the order for the Littlefield Wildcats. Jaden Kirkland steps into the box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch here is fouled off the end of the bat. That'll be strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Gabe Villanueva would be the next batter up. The 0-1. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 to the batter, Kirkland. Gandy with the 1-1 delivery. And that's going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder Estes settles up under it and makes the catch. And that will be out number 3 as the Littlefield Wildcats can't get anything going in the bottom of the second. We're headed to the top of the third with your score, Littlefield 1, Idalou 5. We'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. District baseball action here between Littlefield and Idalou. This game was scheduled for Saturday but was postponed until today due to weather. And we're moving to the top of the third inning with Idalou on top 5-1. Mendez remains on the mound for Littlefield. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald is at first. Dawson Adkins is at second. Chip Green at short. Gabe Mata at third. Gabe Villanueva in left. Major McNeese in center. Braden Redmond out in right. Mendez will face the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the order for Idalou. This is Thomas Pirtle. Gets him to swing at the first pitch of the third inning. It's 0-1. To Thomas Pirtle. Pirtle was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Way outside, ball 1. The count evens at 1-1. Mendez has thrown a total of 47 pitches here in the game today. Starting effort. 1-1 pitch. Curveball comes in for a strike. And right now, This whole game, really, the curveball has been working for Mendez. If he can start hitting his spots with the other pitches, Idalou could be in trouble. That's going to be a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter, Pirtle. Cash Kuntz on deck. The 1-2 delivery. That one misses a little low. It's close. Mendez doesn't get the call. Everybody playing straight away for the Wildcats defensively. 2-2 pitch. Swing, and this one's hit hard out into left field. Villanueva's running back to the wall, and it is out of here. It's a solo shot home run over the left field wall for Thomas Pirtle. Didn't want to see that. It'll make it 6-0. So Thomas Pirtle, the leadoff batter here in the 3rd inning, parks one. That will bring Cash Kuntz to the plate. Kuntz comes up with no outs and nobody on. 6-1 Idalou here in the 3rd inning. Cash Kuntz is 1 for 1 with a single. Had a little short fly to right field his last time up. And this one comes in and hits him. Cash Kuntz takes one to the dome. And he'll go to first base. So with no outs, runner on first. So Bryson Estes comes to the plate now. Estes comes up with a runner on first and no outs. Estes is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a short fly up the middle in his last at-bat. First pitch was in there high for a ball 1. One and 0. Ian out of the stretch delivers the pitch. That one comes in for a strike, and now it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here with a runner on first base for Idalou. Pickoff throw to first. Not in time as the runner Kuntz gets back in safely. It's 1-1. Another pickoff try. Runner gets back in. Wildcats will be in Muleshoe tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch. We will be there with a broadcast as that one is in there low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. Next pitch. Swing and a line drive to second base. Adkins gloves it, throws to first, but it's not in time for the double play. But it will be out number 1. A heck of a play from Dawson Adkins on the line out. So 1 out, runner on first, and here comes Colt Gandy. Gandy, the pitcher in today's game for Idalou. Gandy is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a grounder out to right field his last time up. He's going to show bunt. Pulls it back, the runner goes, and the throw not in time. So Kuntz will steal second base. That puts another runner in scoring position for Idalou. Idalou on top, 6-1 here in the top of the 3rd. 6-1, Idalou. 1-0 pitch to Gandy. That one misses low. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Mendez with a 2-0 delivery. That one misses, maybe low and inside for ball 3. Now it's 3 balls, no strikes to the batter, Gandy. Here's the pitch. That one comes down the middle for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good pitch there from Mendez, and now it's a full count. Three-two pitch. Low for ball 4. And that will put runners at first and second base now for Idalou.
Number 6, Noah Vasquez.
Runners at first and second base here in the top of the 3rd inning. With 1 out for Idalou, the number 9 batter in the order. Noah Vasquez comes to the plate, but here comes Coach Green. Coach Blake Green comes out to the pitcher's mound, and everybody will huddle up there. Noah Vasquez was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. He comes up here with runners at first and second base with 1 out. And it looks like we'll see a pitching change as Chip Green will come on to pitch. So pitching change for the Wildcats. Ian Mendez threw a total of 62 pitches. Ian Mendez comes out of the game having pitched 2 1/3 innings. He faced 17 batters. He threw a total of 62 pitches. Gave up 6 runs. 5 of those were earned. No strikeouts. Gave up 4 hits and walked 3 in the starting effort for Littlefield. And Chip Green will come on to pitch. While Chip warms up, let's take a break. We'll hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the conclusion of the top of the 3rd right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Here comes Chip Green in relief of Ian Mendez, and the first pitch to Noah Vasquez is swung on for strike 1, but it got past the catcher, allowing both runners to advance on the passed ball. So that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Idalou with 1 out. It's 6-1 Idalou here in the top of the 3rd. Green on the mound now for Littlefield. Here's the 1-0. That one's low, ball 1. So Chip and Ian just traded positions. Chip comes in from shortstop. Ian goes from pitcher to shortstop. Here's Green with a 1-1. That's going to come in and hit him. Catches him in the helmet, and that will load the bases now. Idalou with the bases loaded and 1 out. Noah Vasquez hit by a pitch. And we go back to the top of the order now. Top of the order for Idalou. This is Cooper Wilson.
Shortstop, number to Cooper Wilson.
So the two umpires are going to have a little discussion out there. I don't know. The question may be whether or not he leaned into it. It kind of looked like he kind of bent forward at the waist. I don't think he leaned into it, but they are going to say that he did. So they'll send him back. Yeah, he kind of leaned forward. And he's the second or third Idalou player that's been hit in the helmet. So I don't know if that's a thing they do. But this time the umpire is going to bring him back to the plate, Noah Vasquez. Runners at second and third for Idalou here with one away, Noah Vasquez. Count is 1-1. Should be 2-1. That's going to be a grounder. Green, or rather Mata, fields it, throws to first. A good job. Gabe Mata did a great job of keeping the base runner Cash Kuntz on the bag there at third. He throws the runner out, Vasquez at first, and then seemed like Colt Gandy was or the courtesy runner for Gandy out there was way off the bag, but Adam McDonald, as opposed to trying to get him out there at second base, he just holds the ball to keep the runners there at second and third. So it will be a ground out for Vasquez, and we go back to the top of the order now. Cooper Wilson, first pitch, low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter Wilson. Cooper Wilson is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts today. 1-0 pitch, grounder to third, fielded. Mata throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3, and that will retire the side. So Idalou puts a couple on with Chip Green coming on in relief of Ian Mendez. Outside of the home run, nothing else comes across for Idalou. 6-1, headed to the bottom of the third. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom half of inning number 3. Bottom of the third, Littlefield trails by a score of 6-1. And the Wildcats have the 9-1-2 batters coming up in the order. It will be Gabe Villanueva, followed by Major McNeese and Adam McDonald in the batting order. Colt Gandy remains on the mound for Idalou. He has thrown a total of 29 pitches through 2 innings of work here on this Monday evening. So Villanueva will come to the plate for the first time today. He is the number 9 batter in the order. G, the left fielder for the Wildcats. Left-handed batter will step up to the plate. Here in the third, Littlefield needs to start chipping away at that lead. Idalou scored 5 runs in the first. Littlefield scored 1. But we need more run production here. Let's put runners on base. Villanueva will step into the box. So here we go. Villanueva at the plate. First pitch shows bunt. He'll pull it back on a low one, and that will be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter. Gandy gets the call from his catcher. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses inside. Ball 2 now. 2 balls, no strikes. Good eye there from Villanueva. And Gandy entered into his windup and then steps off the back of the rubber. He'll reset. 2-0 pitch. Low and away, ball 3 now. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. .30 pitch to G is inside for ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk. Villanueva goes to first base. The Wildcats have a runner on first with no outs. And we go back to the top of the order for Major McNeese. And Major starts the second rotation through the order for Littlefield. Major did take base when he was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Pickoff throw, not in time. G dives back into the bag head first. Here's Gandy. Another pickoff throw, not in time. McNeese at the plate, McDonald on deck, Redmond in the hole for the Wildcats. Runner on first with no outs. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, McNeese. Major, the Wildcats center fielder. Trying to move this runner over. That's G on first. So 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Gandy is having a hard time hitting his spots as well. Pickoff throw to first. Not in time. Colt Gandy has thrown a total of 35 pitches. 19 have been for ball. Next pitch to Major. Catches the inside corner of the plate for a called strike 1. So now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Major McNeese. Idalou leads this game 6-1 in the bottom of the 3rd. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball straight down into the box. Strike 2 now. Count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first for Littlefield here in the bottom of the 3rd. Gandy with a 2-2 pitch to McNeese. Outside, ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Blake Green down the third base line. Coach Manasco in the first base coaching box for the Wildcats today. Want to send all the best to the Hartleys. 3-2. It's going to miss high and inside for ball 4. And Major McNeese will draw the walk. So with no outs, Littlefield has runners at first and second base, and here comes Adam McDonald. Adam is 1 for 1 with a single, had a grounder to third, grounder to left, past the third baseman in his last at-bat. McNeese at first, Villanueva at second. McDonald at the plate, no outs. Here's the pitch. That'll be a foul ball. Grounder over to the first base dugout. On the foul, it's 0-1. 0-1 to the batter, McDonald. Redmond on deck. Chip Green in the hole here with no outs. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball 1, and the count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Adam McDonald. One pitch. High and outside, ball 2. Now it's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. And Gandy right now struggling on the mound for Idalou. See if Littlefield can take advantage here. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And now the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second for the good guys. Here's Gandy. 2-2 delivery out of the stretch. Comes in for a called strike 3. Oh, McDonald wishes he had that one back as he goes down looking. That'll be out number 1. 1 away with runners at first and second for Littlefield, and here comes Braden Redmond. Redmond is 0 for 1 today, went down swinging on a strikeout in his first at-bat. Braden Redmond, the right fielder, steps into the box. Wind up, first pitch to Redmond, swing and a miss at strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Redmond. Gandy will reset on the mound. We've been playing for just over an hour. This game started around a little bit after 4:30. We're in the bottom of the third with Idalou on top, 6-1. Pickoff throw to second. Villanueva's going to get caught at third base. Villanueva caught stealing on the pickoff. And that's out number 2. Welp. Major McNeese wasn't even able to advance from first to second there on the play. So now it's 2 outs with a runner on first. Back of the plate, it's 0-1 to Redmond. And he'll ground this one foul down the third baseline. Littlefield had runners at first and second base with no outs. Now we're sitting here with the runner at first and 2 outs. Braden Redmond. The 0-2 curveball just misses outside. Woo, good eye there from Braden Redmond. And now it's 1-2. Catcher Gentry Pounds tried to frame it for the umpire, and umpire seemed like he had to think about it for a sec. That's how close it was. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Redmond. Low, ball 2. Now the count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Major McNeese, the base runner, on first. Should Braden Redmond get on base with 2 outs, Chip Green would be the next batter for the Wildcats. Gandy with a 2-2. Outside. Ball 3. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Redmond. This will be the 50th pitch of the game for Colt Gandy. (3-2) payoff here to Redmond. Outside, ball 4. So Braden Redmond works the count, gets a walk, And that puts runners at first and second base for the Wildcats. With 2 outs, and here comes the cleanup hitter, Chip Green. Green is 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. Sure would like to see Chip bring him around here. 6-1 is the score. Idalou on top, bottom of the third. First pitch to Green. Swing and a miss at strike one. 0-1 to the Wildcat senior. Started the game at shortstop, now pitching for Littlefield. Gandy with the 0-1 delivery. It's a wild pitch. Runners will go. Yeah, it came behind Chip Green. Catcher never had a chance at it. So Major McNeese goes to third, and Braden Redmond goes to second base on the wild pitch, and now Littlefield has 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. A base hit from Green would probably score 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's going to hit this one out to the third baseman on the grounder. He fields it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3 as Chip Green grounds out to third. That'll retire the side as Littlefield puts 2 on but can't bring any across. We're headed to the top of the fourth with your score, Littlefield 1, Idalou 6. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top half of inning number 4. Your score is 6-1, Idalou on top. If you need some custom embroidery done, give Eric Vargas a call at Tumbleweed Embroidery and Design. They're on Facebook, Tumbleweed Embroidery and Design. They can build all your Littlefield Wildcats caps, custom designs. If you can think it up, they'll do it. He's always putting out good stuff. Find him on Facebook or email svargas201086@gmail.com. svargas201086@gmail.com. So here we go to the top of the fourth. First pitch here to Gentry Pounds is hit deep out into right field, and Braden Redmond makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, and a great play from Braden Redmond out in right. He was on his horse headed back to the warning track and makes the play. So with 1 away and nobody on, here comes Kai Gauger to the plate. For Idalou, Chip Green delivers the first pitch here. That'll miss outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Kai Gauger is 0 for 2. Reached on an error and then had a fly out in his last at-bat, fly out to left. So that pitch misses low, ball 2. 6-1 our score. Idalou on top here in the top of the fourth. 2-0 pitch from Green, misses low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 3-0. Next pitch. Just misses inside for ball 4. And Kai Gauger will take first base with a base on balls. That brings Jake Caffey to the plate now for Idalou. Caffey is 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out today. Caffey steps into the box with a runner on first and 1 out. 6-1 our score. Idalou on top. First pitch to Caffey is going to be hit high out into center field. Major McNeese moving over to his right will make the catch, and that will be out number 2. A fly out to center field. Here comes Thomas Pirtle. Pirtle to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat and then hit a home run. And his last time up, put one out over the left field fence. 2 outs with a runner on first here. Green, first pitch, fouled off over the backstop. We have Chip Green on the mound and Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at short, Gabe Mata at third, Gabe Villanueva in left, Major McNeese in center, Braden Redmond out in right. Here's the 0-1, low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs now to Thomas Pirtle. One pitch to Pirtle. Holds up on what I thought was a strike, but it looks like it'll be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch. That one's hit high out into center field. Major McNeese going back all the way back to the fence, and the catch is made for Major McNeese for out number 3. 2 great catches in the Wildcats outfield, Redmond and then McNeese. And that will retire the side for out number 3. Good defense to back up the pitching of Chip Green in the 4th inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th with your score. Littlefield 1, Idalou 6. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field in a makeup game that was postponed from Saturday. Idalou leads it by a score of 6-1, moving into the bottom of inning number 4. It will be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up in the order for Littlefield. It will be Ian Mendez, followed by Dawson Adkins and Jacob Kirkland in the batting order. Colt Gandy remains on the mound for Idalou. So Ian Mendez comes to the plate, started the game on the mound, and now playing shortstop for Littlefield. He is 0 for 1 with a line out. Hit a line drive to the shortstop in his first at-bat. This is his second at-bat of the day here in the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch from Colt Gandy. It's a wild pitch, ball 1. Went behind the batter. 1-0 to the batter Mendez. Dawson Adkins and Jacob Kirkland due up in the order. Gandy with a 1-0 delivery. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Wildcats really need some runs here in the fourth inning. We don't have to get them all back here, but it would be nice to get a few across. 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Correction, 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. Here's the windup and the 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk to Ian Mendez with no outs. That puts a runner on first for Littlefield. And Dawson Adkins comes to the plate now. Adkins is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Grounded out to the shortstop in his last at-bat. Dawson, the second baseman, steps into the box. First pitch to Adkins. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Mendez, the base runner, on first with no outs. Next pitch. Outside, ball 2. Throw down to first, not in time. As Mendez gets back in safely. It's now 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 to Adkins. Another pickoff to first base, not in time. 2-0. Gandy with the 2-0 pitch to Adkins, outside, ball 3. Colt Gandy has thrown 60 pitches in the game. 35 have been for ball. Wildcats have just been unable to take advantage of walks here in this game. 3-0 pitch. That one comes in for a called strike. Wildcats have only been able to manage 1 hit in the game, and that was from Adam McDonald. Another pickoff to first, not in time. Ian Mendez, the runner on first here with no outs, bottom of the 4th. It's 6-1 Idalou. The 3-1 pitch to Adkins comes in for a strike, and now it's a full count. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Dawson Adkins. Payoff pitch. Adkins will ground it out into left field. It gets through between the shortstop and the third baseman. So Dawson Adkins works a full count and then punches it through out into left field.
Designated hitter, number 10, Jacob Kirkland.
And that will put runners at first and second base now for the Wildcats. Adkins at first, Mendez at second, and Jacob Kirkland coming to the plate, but we'll see a visit to the pitcher's mound for the Idalou coach. And we won't see a pitching change here. He's just going to visit with his pitcher and catcher out there on the mound. It doesn't look like, anyway. Jacob Kirkland is coming up with runners at first and second base. No outs. Jaden Kirkland is on deck, and Gabe Villanueva in the hole. For the Littlefield Wildcats, they're going to leave Gandy in there. Littlefield looking for a 4th inning rally here, down 6-1. So here's Jacob Kirkland. He was 0 for 1 with a ground out in his last at-bat. First pitch here to Kirkland. Grounds it to first base. First baseman bobbles it. There's not a play to be made. And Jacob Kirkland gets on base with an error. The E3, JT Phillips, commits the error. That's the first Idalou error of the game. And now Littlefield has the bases loaded with no outs, and Jaden Kirkland coming to the plate. Littlefield trails 6-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Jaden is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit one to deep left his last time up. It was caught by the left fielder of Idalou. First pitch here to Jaden. Swing and a miss at strike one. Jacob Kirkland at first base, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at third. The sacks are jammed for Littlefield with no outs, and Jaden Kirkland at the plate. Here's Gandy. The 0-1 pitch, low, in the dirt, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs here. Jaden trying to spark something. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Went after a high one. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jaden Kirkland. Gabe Villanueva in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. No outs. Gandy, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and Jaden Kirkland goes down swinging for out number 1.
Left fielder, number 6, Gabe Villanueva.
So 1 away with the bases loaded. And here comes Villanueva to the plate. For the second time today, he did draw a walk with a base on balls in his last at-bat. So G steps to the plate, Kirkland at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at third. First pitch to Villanueva, swing and a miss at strike 1. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be ripped out into right field. Oh, it hit the base runner, Kirkland, changed its trajectory. And they're going to say that Kirkland is out. Was it a dead ball? Dawson comes home. Yep. The ball hit Kirkland in the foot, and he'll be out for out number 2. We'll see if Mendez was able to. Nope. Mendez will have to go back to third. Adkins will have to go back to second. And G will be safe at first.
Back to the top of the order for your Wildcats. Center field,
Well,
number 2, Major McNeese.
That sucks. So the bases are loaded here for Major McNeese. We go to the top of the batting order for Littlefield. First one is a ball. So now we have Gabe Villanueva at first, Dawson Adkins at second, and Ian Mendez at third. Back of the plate, 1-0 to Major McNeese with 2 outs here. Pitch, low, ball 2. Major starts the third rotation through the order for Littlefield. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat and then walked in his second at-bat today. Bases are loaded. Villanueva first, Adkins second, Mendez at third, McNeese at the plate. Little trip to the mound for the Idalou catcher. I will say that ball that hit Jacob Kirkland in the foot would have gotten through for a base hit had it not hit him in the foot. And he didn't see it. It's not his fault. It's just bad luck. Back of the plate, 2-0 to Major. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 3. And now Gandy is one ball away from walking in a run. Three balls, no strikes to the batter, McNeese, the Wildcat center fielder. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 4, and Littlefield brings a run in. Ian Mendez will walk across the plate, and that makes it 6-2. Idalou on top. Major McNeese is now at first base. Villanueva second. Dawson Atkins at third. And here comes Adam McDonald. McDonald is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. McDonald has one of only 2 hits on the day for Littlefield. First pitch here. Comes right down the middle for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Adam McDonald. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Braden Redmond would be the next batter up for Littlefield. Here's the 0-1. And he's going to hit this one up high out into center field. Center fielder Kuntz settles under it, makes the catch for out number 3. As the Wildcats leave 3 stranded, we get 1 across, and it's now 6-2. Idalou on top after 4 complete. We're headed to the top of the 5th, and we'll be back right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4944763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball on a home game on a Monday night here at Wildcats Field. Littlefield trails the game 6-2, moving into the top of the 5th inning. Chip Green remains on the mound, pitching in relief of Ian Mendez, and he'll face the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the order. Here's Cash Kuntz. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Green on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate for Littlefield. Here's the 1-0. That one comes in for a called strike. It's now 1-1. Adam McDonald is at first. Dawson Atkins at second. Ian Mendez still at short, and Gabe Mata at third. Here's a fly ball hit out into right field. It's in the gap, and it's going to land for a base hit up against the fence. He's rounding second, headed for third. Cash Kuntz will slide into third base, and that's a leadoff triple for Idalou. Into the gap in right center field, right under the flagpole of the American flag, just over the right center field wall. So a leadoff triple here for Idalou, Cash Kuntz in the top of the 5th. Bryson Estes comes to the plate now for the green team. Runner on third with no outs. Littlefield. Chip Green delivers the pitch. It's a bunt. And Green comes up the field. It won't be able to make the throw. It's a successful bunt for Bryson Estes. It did hold the runner up at third base there. But that puts runners on the corners now for Idalou with no outs. Wildcats have Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center field, and Braden Redmond in right. Number 8 batter coming up for Idalou. This is Colt Gandy. Gandy coming to the plate. Bryson Estes, the base runner at first. Cash Kuntz, the runner at third. And here comes Colt Gandy, the pitcher for Idalou, left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch to Gandy, outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Gandy is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. His single was a ground ball to right field. Pitch, high, ball 2. Idalou has runners at first and third with no outs here in the top of the 5th. Idalou on top, 6-2. Pitch, that's low, ball 3. Idalou did win the first meeting of these two teams in district play, 8-7 the final score. That one misses high for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk, and now the bases are loaded for Idalou. Bases loaded, top of the 5th, and the number 9 batter in the order comes to the plate, Noah Vasquez, with no outs. And a courtesy runner will be coming in. This is number 15, A.J. Huddleston, for Colt Gandy. A.J. Huddleston running at first. Bryson Estes at second and Cash Kuntz at third for Idalou. Here's Vasquez. First pitch just misses for ball 1. It's a good job there by Jaden Kirkland to try to frame it for him, but Chip didn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Next pitch. That one comes in on the inside corner for a called strike 1. It's now 1-1. 1-1 pitch. And that'll be a base hit out into left field between shortstop and third base. And 1 run will come in to score. It'll be an RBI single for Noah Vasquez. On a ground ball to left. All the runners advance. So now Vasquez at first, Huddleston at second, and Estes at third. It's now 7-2. Idalou on top, and here comes Coach Blake Green. And Coach Green will come out to talk to his little brother. And we'll see what happens here. Again, Coach Hartley not coaching today for the Wildcats. He's having a baby. So no pitching change here. Everybody heads back to their position. Chip will stay on the mound. He is pitching in relief of the starter, Ian Mendez. But Idalou has the bases loaded with no outs here. 7-2. 1 run has already come across for Idalou here in the 5th inning. This is Cooper Wilson. First pitch is in there for a strike. And Cooper Wilson is 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs. 1 to the shortstop and 2 to third base. So he's 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs. And he's going to hit this one out to third base. This time it gets through. 1 run comes across, and 2 runs will come in. Estes and Huddleston will both score on a grounder to left field by Cooper Wilson. He's grounded it there 3 times in a row. And on the 4th try, he punches it through. And that'll make it 9-2 Idalou. And we'll see another pitching change for Littlefield. There will be runners at first and second base with no outs in the top of the 5th. Idalou on top, 9-2. Let's take a break while the new pitcher warms up. It looks like it's going to be Gabe Mata coming onto the mound. While Gabe warms up, we'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Littlefield Wildcats trail the Idalou Wildcats by a score of 9-2, moving in, or still in, the top of inning number 5. Idalou has runners at first and second base with no outs, and Gabriel Mata will come on to pitch now, the third pitcher that Littlefield will have used in the game. Gabe Mata now on the mound from third base. Chip Green goes from pitcher to third. And Gentry Pounds comes to the plate for Idalou. Gabe Mata, the right-hander, steps onto the rubber for Littlefield. And Gabe had his batting gloves in his back pocket. They're going to make him take those out of his pocket. So here we go. Gentry Pounds comes to the plate. Mata delivers the first pitch here, and that will be low for ball one. So Gabe Mata's at first, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at short, Chip Green now at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center, and Braden Redmond out in left. This is going to be a short fly ball that gets over the third baseman and gets past Villanueva. One run will score, and the runner's out at home. The second runner tries to come in and score, and a great job by Littlefield to get it home as Jaden Kirkland makes the tag for out number one. Gentry Pounds will be safe at third. And it's now 10-2 Idalou in the top of the fifth. Next batter comes up, hits a grounder past the shortstop, run comes in to score. And it'll be an RBI single for Kai Gauger. Diving attempt at it for Mendez, but he's unable to stop it as it rolls into the outfield. And now it's 11-2, Idalou on top. Runner on first with one out. Jake Caffey comes to the plate now. Gabe Mata checks the runner at first. Here's the first pitch to Caffey. Low and away, gets past the catcher. And Kai Gauger will go to second base on the passed ball. So, you got to be thinking about the 10-run mercy rule now. We're in the fifth inning, and Idalou leads it 11-2 with a runner in scoring position. Caffey. He's going to hit this one out into center field. It gets down for a base hit. McNeese comes up to make the play to keep that runner at third, but it will put runners on the corners now on a short fly ball for Jake Caffey. Runners at first and third for Idalou with one out. And Thomas Pirtle comes to the plate. Pirtle is 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, then had a home run, and then a fly out to deep center field. He's had 2 deep shots. One of them got over. One of them was caught by Major McNeese. Runners on the corners with one out. Sure would like to see a double play. Here's the pitch. Low gets past the catcher. Runners are going to move, and they'll score. It hit the rubber of home plate. Kirkland throws to third, but it's not in time. And on the passed ball, it'll make it 12-2. Now. Here comes our back of the plate. Pirtle takes a pitch for strike one, and it goes 1-1. Idalou has a runner on third with one out. 1-1 pitch from Gabe Mata. Slow rolling grounder to third. Green fields it, throws to first. It's in time for out number 2, but another run will score. And that will make it 13-2, Idalou. Two outs, nobody on, and here comes Cash Kuntz. Kuntz to the plate. Gabe Mata delivers the first pitch, fouled straight back for strike one. A big swing. Oh and 1. Gabe delivers the next pitch. Low and outside. Ball one. Count evens at 1-1. Gabriel Mata now pitching. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. McDonald at first. Adkins at second. Mendez at short. Green at third. And here's a fly ball into the gap in right center field. It gets down. It's going all the way back to the fence. McNeese will dig it out as Kuntz is rounding second. This will be his second triple of the game. Cash Kuntz, back-to-back triples for Idalou. Bryson Estes comes to the plate now for Idalou. Estes is 2 for 3 with a single, a line out, and a safe bunt. First pitch from Mata comes in for a called strike one. 0-1 to the batter. Estes. The wind up, the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a line drive up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. And Cash Kuntz will jog across the plate on an RBI single. A ground ball up the middle. That makes it 14-2. Colt Gandy comes to the plate now. Gandy has been the pitcher in today's game for Idalou. He's gone the distance on the mound for the green team. Runner on first with 2 outs. Pitch. Outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Comes in for a called strike one, and the count evens at 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gandy, the number 8 batter in the order for Idalou. Gabe Mata on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a called strike two, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Gandy. 1-2 pitch. Outside, runner's going to go. Kirkland throws to second. It's not in time as Estes steals second base. Back at the plate, it is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Idalou, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner on second base. 14-2 is our score, and this is going to be a grounder to first. McDonald gloves it, steps on the bag, and that is out. Number 3 to retire the side, but Idalou scores 8 runs in the top of the 5th inning to blow it open, and it's now 14-2 going into the bottom of the 5th. Littlefield needs some runs to keep the game alive. We'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of Fibermax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." Fibermax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West as the Wildcats trail this game by a score of 14-2 going into the bottom of the 5th. Littlefield needs at least 3 runs to send it to the 6th inning. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 batters, Braden Redmond, Chip Green, and Ian Mendez coming to the plate. And we've got a new pitcher for Idalou. This is Kai Gauger. First pitch to Redmond is in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Kai Gauger, who is playing third base, comes on to pitch. Colt Gandy, the pitcher, goes to left field. The left fielder, Bryson Estes, comes in to play third. Here's Gauger with the 0-2 pitch to Redmond. That'll miss low for ball 1. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Redmond is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk today. Gauger with a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Redmond goes down swinging for out number 1. 1 away, nobody on for Littlefield. Wildcats came into tonight's game with a district record of 5 wins and 2 losses. And trail here 14-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Chip Green, takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Green. Next pitch, curveball, gets him to swing at strike 2. Now it's 0-2 to the batter, Green. Gauger with the 0-2 pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. It's now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Green. Next pitch. Low, ball 2. Chip started the game at shortstop, then came on to pitch. Now playing third base for Littlefield. 1 away, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Chip's going to hit this one out into center field. He gets down for a base hit, and it's a one-out single. Chip Green says we're not going down without a fight, and he gets on with a single. Short fly ball to center field. 14-2, Idalou. Bottom of the fifth, and here comes Ian Mendez to the plate. One away with a runner on first is Chip Green. Ian is 0 for 1. He lined out to the shortstop and then walked in his last at-bat. So here's the first pitch to Mendez. He holds up on a strike, and it'll be 0-1. Kai Gauger has considerable speed compared to Colt Gandy, who was the pitcher before him. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside. Catcher throws to first, but not in time as Green gets back in safely. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Ian Mendez. Dawson Adkins is on deck. Jacob Kirkland in the hole. If the Wildcats are going to rally, we've got to do it now. Down 14-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. It's strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gauger checks a runner at second. 1-2 delivery. And that'll be a foul ball off the end of the bat for Ian Mendez to stay alive at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here's the 1-2. That will be hit down the left field line, but foul. It goes deep and out of play. So Ian still hanging in there with 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's fouled off the last 2 pitches. Gauger, the right-hander for Idalou, with a 1-2 delivery, and that'll be a grounder, slow roller to third, fielded. They make the short throw to second, but they're unable to turn 2, and Chip Green will be forced out on the fielder's choice at second base. So 2 outs with a runner on first now. It's Ian Mendez at first. Dawson Adkins comes to the plate. Adkins with a game on his shoulders here. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Idalou leads it 14-2. First pitch to Adkins. Going to come behind him and hit him. Adkins hit by a pitch. Will go to first base. So he gets on base the hard way, and Littlefield still alive here in the bottom of the fifth. Runners at first and second base, and here comes Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland is due for a hit. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out. He did reach on an error in his last at-bat. First pitch to Jacob Kirkland. Swing and a miss at strike 1. 0-1. Idalou scored 5 runs in the first inning, 1 run in the third, and 8 runs in the fifth. Littlefield scored 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth. And here's a grounder foul for strike 2. So now Jacob Kirkland has to protect the plate here. 2 strikes, 2 outs, base runners at first and second for Littlefield. Kirkland calls timeout. I'd be choking up on that bat a little bit. Try to put this thing in play. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a grounder out to shortstop, fielded. Foot race to the bag at second is in time for out number 3. Cooper Wilson makes the play for Idalou, and that's the ball game. Your final score will be Idalou 14 Littlefield 2. The Wildcats fall in this game that was postponed from Saturday. 14-2 the final score. Littlefield drops to 5-3, but we've got to get back on the horse tomorrow when Littlefield travels to Muleshoe. The Wildcats will have a 7 o'clock first pitch at Muleshoe to continue district play. But today, it was all Idalou. 14-2. The green team wins it. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock in Muleshoe. Make it a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, All Ways Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.